They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. He's got a man, complete, touchdown. Ken Walker, 64 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And caught by Henry. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Bengals drive about to get going. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Bengals hit 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Allen. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. That
loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And it's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got to move him downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go. Walker hit and the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Allen again.
Throw out wide to Walker. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Allen to throw once more. Able to find Gray here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen now looks to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest work.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Hardman on the return.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Allen. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He completes this to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
To throw, Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Watson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, here's Mitchell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Now Watson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Bengals, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.